Very, very, very glad to be back to this one. So glad. Yep, you guys have earned your keep. So much. I'm so glad to be back to this one. Huh, the affinity symbol. Should have paid attention to that. So, I'm not gonna say the good morning because I already said that in the very first video. So, guess what? We're on part 3, and welcome back to part 3 of the Forgotten City. Is it really forgotten when we actually found the city, so I guess it's not forgotten? But we went through a portal back in time to find the Forgotten City, so I guess it is technically forgotten. Alright, we're going to do something different at the beginning. First, I'm going to go ahead and dive into the definition of time loop. I'm sure we all know it because, you know, time loop is as commonplace as basically 80s horror movie. It's just commonplace at this point to do anything with a time loop. Why? Because it makes the story interesting, or B, sometimes the developers or sometimes the film director or whatever does interesting stuff with time loop. And I am a fan of time loops, especially if they're done well. Too well. Okay, so definition. The time loop, or temporal loop, is a plot device in fiction whereby characters re-experience a span of time which is repeated, sometimes more than once, with some hope of breaking out of the cycle of repetition. The term time loop is sometimes used to refer to a casual loop. However, casual loops are unchanging and self-originating, where time loops are constantly resetting. When a certain condition is met, such as the death of a character or a clock reaching a certain time, the loop starts again, possibly with more or more characters retain the memories from the previous loop. That sums up pretty much the Forgotten City. I guess we kind of spoiled the plot. Well, no, it's not. They tell you straight up that this is basically going to be the time loop. You're in a time loop. As soon as you die, well, actually, I guess when you go through the portal again, you're in a time loop. And that sums it up. Just because we're playing a time loop game, I figure, let's talk about the different forms of media. Oh, well, I accidentally hit a button to start this, and we're going to go ahead and start this. Ironically, I'm playing Kratos, who is going to be pretty much the destroyer of Greek mythology. I don't know if this is kind of Greek mythology, but it kind of is, in a sense. So let's talk about the time loops in films, anime. Yes, anime fans, I will acknowledge that there are time loop films. Finally, I can actually talk about anime stuff. And also talk about some time loop of stuff in video games too. I mean, it's pretty commonplace, but might as well. Alright, so here are a few examples of time loops. And I'm actually going to acknowledge some people from, well, I'm going to acknowledge some stuff. Anime form or whatever. Okay, so the girl who leapt through time, 1983. Obviously, the girl who leapt through time. I've seen that one. So that counts. That absolutely counts. The Time Travelers from 1964. Okay, well, let's do some familiar ones. Groundhog Day, starring Bill Murray, his kind of star-making role, or one of his roles. Alright, I already talked about... No, not the girl who leapt through time 1983. I seen the girl who leapt through time 2006. My bad. Okay, whatever things. Well, that's kind of anime, but that still counts. It was a film, technically. Pila Magic Monica Magica, the movie. Obviously, that's doing with time travel, because one of the main characters, can time travel non-stop, with no limits, or pretty much aneurysms, or brain things. Edge of Tomorrow, we're really getting to familiar territory. Edge of Tomorrow, yes, absolutely, the whole film is time travel. Anyway, Doctor Strange, it counts. It absolutely counts, because Dormammu, I'm here to bargain. Time loop, freaking awesome, love that scene. It counts. Erased. That's pretty much the anime series, and it was technically a film, so it counts. Erase, absolutely. Happy Death Day, absolutely. That counts so much. Let's see. Well, the Happy Death Day series. Palm Springs, that actually counts. I know the premise, so that actually does count. And what other movies can pretty much do time loops? I mean, there's too many movies. Alright, let's give another one that it counts too, so I'll kind of look for it too. Something that's really, really common that everyone knows. Source code is one, with Jake Gyllenhaal. That's another one. I'm having fun with this. Looper. That counts. That absolutely counts. And one more movie that has a kind of like a time loop, and I'm really looking for films. This is strictly films, and technically anime movies also counts. Triangle. That's apparently a 2009 movie that I'd never heard of, but that had time loop. And The Endless. That was also time loop too. Alright, so that's it for the movies. There are too many time loop movies. I would say that there are other ones, but I had to really scour for them. Alright, so I already mentioned The Girl Who Left Her Time, so that counts. Steins Gate, that absolutely counts. The new Evangelion, yeah, those are kind of considered time loops. What you think about it? They're retelling, but they do some new stuff. Alright, I'm going to try to make this fast because it's been 6 minutes, so I kind of have to make this fast. Or repeat the same thing, I guess go in a time loop. Anyway, Link Click. Never heard of that series, but I guess it's a time loop. The top well, no, I'm not gonna even try to read that. The summertime rendering. I've seen that one. I've absolutely seen that one, so I know it's time loop. I recommend you guys watch that one. That one's pretty freaking great. So I already mentioned Steins Gate because the entire premise and the entire series is time travel. One of my favorite time travel anime series. Yeah, that's a shout out. Ray Zero, absolutely. Ray freaking Zero, absolutely. Higurashi When They Cry is in English. That's the English version of Higurashi. Definitely time travel. In Search of the Lost Future is another one. The Melancholy of, I think it's Harai Shinemaya? I know I pretty much butchered that. I'm sorry for anyone who's seen that show. I think it's Hurihei. Well, whatever. Okay, Sakurada. I am sorry for my mispronunciation, but I'm trying. Reset. That's another time loop. Tatami Galaxy. That's another one. I already acknowledge When They Cry. Tokyo Revengers is apparently a time loop, and I don't know how that is. What are time loops? That's pretty much in terms of anime, that's a long list. And I already acknowledge pretty much Pula Magica, yeah, Monica Magica. There we go. There's just too many anime with time loops, and when anime does it, it's so freaking interesting. Now, let's talk about time loop in pretty much video games. Outer Wilds. Immediately my mind goes to Outer Wilds, because that was the entire premise. And I love it. Okay, another one, and I guess this is a spoiler, the Zero Escape series, which I personally look back fondly, and I can't wait to go to that one. That definitely deals with time series. Or time loop. Absolutely. 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 Returnal. Absolutely. I mean, Returnal. Sums it up. Deathloop. Absolutely. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I didn't even have to look that up and I could have told you guys that. And Undertale apparently is a time loop game. I guess that's a major spoiler, so I hope I didn't spoil too much of the game because I want to play it. 12 minutes. That's another one. The Stanley Parable and... Alright, what other ones? There's gotta be another one. I'm gonna look for one more. Final Fantasy. I think there are some Final Fantasy, and I think it's Final Fantasy VIII. I think that has to do with time loop also. I guess that's a spoiler too. But yeah, I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to go for puns because I wanted to list, like, actually specific media that deals with time loop, besides this game. I hope I did well, and you guys can leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Now, let's try to break the loop. Wait, I feel like I took that line from basically Deathloop. Gosh, I want to go back to Deathloop so much. So much. Alright, that's weapon primary, secondary, jump. It's been a while. Crouch is that, sprint, and I actually have a working controller, so now it won't be as odd. And I will do... Wait. Please help us avoid spoilers. As you discover, this game is full of intrigue and plot twists. Please give your audience a spoiler warning before sharing content beyond the white hallway, so they're interested. Players can fully enjoy the experience. Okay, well, when we get to the White Hall, as basically developers are saying, so we won't spoil the game, even though it's been out for close to 3 years. I guess we have to give you a disclaimer of basically this is a disclaimer if you get to the White Hallway, because people will be pissed. I know it's been 10 minutes. That's why I make it up for an hour. Oh, yeah, right. That's where we were. Because when I got this far, when I tried to get further, the game glitched out on me the last time. So I want to make sure I'm recording. Alright! Hey! Why are you crying, lady?
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Yeah, you can rest when you answer my question. I mean, my gosh, I went through... How many looks did I go through? 3? Well,
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
I think you... I want to know...
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Well, okay.
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Thank you.
Yes.
You mean my life story? Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't, cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while, until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river, and then the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here.
You know, that's such a common pattern of what I heard already.
Thank you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing, given what's happened since. I can tell you, but it's a long story.
Well, I have time for... Yeah, I have all the time in the world since I'm in a time loop.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did. I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Clearly... What's hemlock?
It's a deadly poison made from a plant. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused.
I bet.
She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Did you try to get out of it? Wait, think about it real carefully.
Of course. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out.
Wow, he's a
His
dick.
wife, Claudia, was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
So you poisoned yourself.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
No, I wouldn't knock your backstory.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
I mean, you're not really from here, so you're not really stupid.
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started.
Well, that
Only
freaking
this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Oh. Yeah, can I do anything to help? I mean, you kind of explore your backstory, so now I'm actually invested. And I kind of actually feel sorry for you. Like, legit.
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape.
Time
At
loop
least
power.
until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Turn into a statue, huh?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night.
Wouldn't that break
He's
the golden
in
rule?
exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him. I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time.
I believe
I
it.
don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, well, considering that I kind of have to pry towards it. Yeah, I probably should. Alright, well, I gotta keep going because of... Alright, where is he?
Ave.
Ah, crap, he's all the way up there? Dude, don't break the golden rule before I get up there. Of course it's freaking locked. Ah, okay, gotta learn the controls. It's been so long. Okay. Alright, how do I get up there? Because that's locked. Maybe I could just jump over here. I mean, that could work. Maybe if I... How do I get up there? Through this building. Oh, freaking course it's locked. Hey, someone's gonna have a door. You, stranger.
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? What have you got for me?
Alright, what do you want?
Something good.
So what I can do.
Just make it good. Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Okay, bite me, middleman. Alright, guys, got him now. Alright, he's all the way up there. Okay, there's gotta be a way up there. There's gotta be a way up there. Maybe over here.
You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Shit. Not really, no.
Good. You'd be eaten alive. Little runt like you.
Eaten by what?
Nobody's told you about Hannibal. Ugh. Why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell.
Okay.
One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway,
Okay.
a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah?
Yeah.
So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body,
Okay.
sprawled out on the ground. And hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating Hannibal.
Okay. Wouldn't that have broken the golden rule?
If it was a man, maybe. But I swear on my life this was no man. More like a Strix. Or some Versipelus that feeds on human flesh. I didn't stick around to see which.
What did you do?
What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
That's a great story. I'm going in there.
Without a weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
Well, I'm going in. This seems like a bad idea once I think about it. Oh, shit. I think this was a bad idea. You know what? Maybe the weapon's a good idea. Anybody got a weapon?
What is it, citizen?
How we go now? Alright, I need a weapon. Yeah, I would feel comfortable if we had a weapon, once I think about it. Okay, you've been turned to go too. Who has a weapon?
May Apollo keep you safe.
Thank you!
Feeling all right?
I am. Please.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
And Apollo smiles upon you. I need a weapon. It's your deal. Maybe I could steal a weapon. Weapon. But wait, wouldn't that break the golden rule? Since the golden rule is kind of warped in a little bit of a gray area?
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside. Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius.
Patches. How we going?
Very well. Another time.
Cool. Got any weapons? I need a bow in there. Wait, don't I have a gun? I feel like I have a gun. Ow! Right, there's a photo mode. Wait a minute, I think... Hold on. I feel like I have a gun. Let me check the binding controls. Hold on. Right, I have a weapon! What the heck? Cinematic mode! Or cinematics. I have a gun. Alright, well...
Salve.
Yeah, salve to you. Why do I made the smart move. I have a gun. Alright, I'm ready to take him out. Can't be that bad. Hey.
On your best behavior, I trust.
Hi. I feel like I should be talking to you. Before that, let's just prioritize saving this guy, and then we'll be okay. I'm going freaking in there. Alright, well, I have a gun. Can I zoom in? Let me look at the bindings. It's been too long. Oh, it's L1. Cool. Alright. Probably should save. This seems like a good... Wow, it's been since June 25th. 23. Hope this game doesn't wait. This game is just too fantastic. I absolutely enjoy it. The meticulous detail of the time loop, the characters, with top-notch voice acting for a cast of unknowns. Like I said in one video, like way back before, or maybe it was pretty recently, if you put a cast of unknowns in your, like, just the voice characters, they will deliver their A game, like I freaking told you, in any type of media. Oh, let me say first. This feels dangerous. So... Back off! How do I melee? It's been too long. Wow, he wasn't kidding for someone being there. I was like, wait, hold on. Kinda wish I had ammo. Hey. Do you get back up? I played enough zombies to double tap. Alright, you're not getting up, so you're dead, officially. Okay. Wait! Are you back up? Okay, good. How many are there? Well, that wasn't a man. He wasn't kidding. Wait, oh, hold on, hold on. Good thing I brought a gun. Oh, bow and arrow. Well, it's not like anyone's gonna take them. Ah, cool, I actually got gold. This is smart. Hey, hold on. Anybody here? I have a gun. Don't know why it let me... Okay, emancipated. Oh, hold on. Thought I heard something. Okay, cool. Emancipated. Okay, emancipated. Okay, I think it's emancipated. Human-like creature, spanning gold, appears to have been crushed to death while entering the cistern from the canyon beyond. Okay, good to know. I have a gun, fool! I'll basically well, I guess blast you from Kingdom Come. Alright, hopefully he hasn't jumped. Because I'll be pissed that I wasted 2 ammo. Whoa. Oh wow, I can actually feel the fire and that haptic feedback. This was supposed to be a mod for Oblivion. That's crazy, am I right? Oh. Man, that's crazy, the haptic feedback! That's so crazy! I love it when it happens. Huh. Well, it's not like anybody will need it. Are they in the water? I just thought about that. For a second, I thought the statue... okay. What's your deal? A lunar pennant. Oh, wait, a lunar pennant. There's a Latin description on the back which reads, Sin dia TF. Okay, let's examine it. I guess I'll take it. Alright. Thought some Indiana Jones thing was going to be happening. Well, besides that one creature that just tried to, you know, surprise me, I shot it. That easy. I was like, wait, I have a weapon. And I was like, oh, well, I guess having a gun was useful after all. I mean, that could actually, in theoretically, have me climb up. But let's explore here. I mean, I know I should go rescue the suicidal guy because, you know, he's been pretty much manipulated into slavery for years. That probably should take priority. But I'm curious about this area. And the fact that I actually get the time to spend time with the Forgotten City, which I'm going to give a solid score. Okay, I think I thoroughly explored as much as I can. Wait, can I climb? It's been so long. I feel like I can climb. I wasted 2 bullets. We can make that work. I think we could climb that. Huh? What the heck? What do you mean, if only they could support my weight? Confound it. Why would it not... A gold statue? Wow. Of all the spots. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Yeah, if only they could support my weight, indeed. Okay, think about this one. I really don't want to rely on a walkthrough to solve this. I really don't. I actually want to figure this out on my own. Yes, there is walkthroughs that probably could solve this faster, but I absolutely... If this game was going to be removed from PlayStation Plus Extra, I really hope it doesn't anytime soon. Then I would rush it, but since basically we have no foreseeable future that this game leaving, and I'm really not trying to jinx it, then I'm absolutely going to take my time and try to figure this out, because I will feel more accomplished if I figure this out. Could support my weight. It sucks, because I actually want to figure this out. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of one of those, like, I have to come back. Because I'm expecting it. This might be called support my weight. So how does this support my weight? I'm going to figure that out. I am absolutely going to figure it out. Alright, well... I'm not finding anything that would give me an edge and able to climb it to support my weight. And guys, please don't leave any comments of just spoiling the game. I actually want to figure this out. I wanted to just like click and I wanted to click and be like, aha! I figured it out. I just want that moment. Alright, well, time to get out of here. Hey, guys doing push-ups. Guess what? I'm alive.
What now? Yeah? What have you got for me?
Well, I have goat. How about 100 denarii?
Os in Coolio mio. Just make it good.
What? That doesn't help? Here's 10 denarii, you dick.
Hey, Caput Murde. Futuere es. Just make it good.
What the hell does that mean? I wish I knew what that means. Forget. I'll see what I can do.
Just make it good. Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Yeah, be a dick later. There's nothing even there. I kind of want to get up there. It's probably
Are they?
Hey.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name? We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here? I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right?
Pretty much,
If
Sinti.
so, what happened? Ah, I see.
On your best
Look,
behavior, I
it's
trust.
unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered, and do better next time.
Yeah, you know.
Now, I assume you sought me out again for a reason.
Nope, I better get back to it.
Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Sure. Well, that's really a important part. Really wish I could figure that out. No one freaking who locks a door like that? Ah! Huh? That could be important. Maybe I could steal something. Maybe there's a key here. I mean, that would be freaking convenient if there was a key lying around here. Maybe I could just steal the key and just tell them to bugger off. Oh, well that's not creepy at all. This is a mod. Oh, a stove. It's no doubt unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilation, but Romans probably, well, regard that as their servants' problems. I mean, that's true. Huh? Hey, who are you?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Hey, Equitia, weren't you all the way over there?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from.
Yeah.
I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Okay, what should I have done?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is.
Thank you.
So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
Oh, she's nice. I mean, what the heck? What is a Vestal priestess?
You really don't know? You are from far with keeping the sacred flame in Rome's shrine of Vesta burning. I take it you know who Vesta is.
No, I'm not from here. What?
Vesta is the mother goddess of hearth and home, and the guardian of the Roman people.
Okay, we'll get to know.
Put simply, I tend to the temples, ensure their sanctity is preserved. Why? So that we continue to honor our gods, invite their blessings, and not bring their wrath down upon us, of course. It's vital that we keep them appeased and remain in their good graces.
Alright, how much time have we done? No, I am absolutely interested. No one can convince me that this isn't interesting. This is some interesting shit. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
Okay, that's fair. Ask a question, and... I mean, I'm asking you a question, so it makes sense that you ask me a question, and then I answer your question. Alright, yeah, I mean, her name was Karen. I know the joke. I know the memes. Anyway.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
I mean, it's a meme at this point. It carries negative connotations, indeed.
Why is that?
Because of the memes.
The memes? What are the memes?
Oh, shoot! I love it! Yes! I gotta explain. Yep, a meme is a small image you share with other people. They become a bit like in their own language. Oh, gosh! And we made so many memes with Karen, not on purpose. I know why we do it. Darn it. Love this game.
So, a bit like Egyptian hieroglyphs, then?
Oh, you sweet, innocent woman.
So your people make hieroglyphics depicting this accursed character, the one they call Karen. I wonder if...
Gosh, I love this game. Yeah, okay. What are you gonna say?
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking.
About what?
Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too?
Technically...
I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember, and see if you notice any patterns.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. The way you made it sound.
Good. Thank you. But please be careful.
Please?
I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
Who the hell is Livia? Actually, what happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed.
Yeah?
She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern.
Oh, the shadows.
It could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the Golden Rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
I may have already noticed the pattern.
You have? Then what is it?
Somebody always mentioned a river.
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
Yeah, then they mentioned a coin.
Yes. I suppose that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we? What else?
Yeah, I have noticed that. And this is the stream I wanted to show you guys, but because the game glitched out, I didn't get the chance to actually show you guys exactly what happened. So maybe I'm going to go to 50 minutes. I'm going to go to 50 minutes because I really don't want the game to glitch out. And I want to save before we get to this point, because I don't want it to glitch out. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Hopefully they patched it, so I will actually be able to show you the good shit. Anyway.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. You mentioned earlier, you met a young woman in the forest named Karen, yes?
Yeah.
I see. And was this Karen, by any chance, wearing a hood?
Yeah.
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
Not in that way, but yeah, for answers.
But don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Oh, good point. Okay, saving. Alright, 46 minutes. I think we can do it. I think we can... No! I hate this. I hate that we have to stop here. I'm just worried about it glitching. That is exactly what I'm worried about. I do. I absolutely want to do. I think this is the perfect way to end it, because last time I tried to go to the 50-minute mark, the game glitched out on me, closed the application, I sent the error report, and I haven't touched it because I was afraid. I even had to start from the very beginning, because it was such a glitch that I just didn't have the chance to actually go back to that pivotal moment. So, I am absolutely going to be doing more of the Forgotten City, definitely in the future. I actually want to put the time in it, so of course you can leave that like, comment, or subscribe. I hate to end it on this cliffhanger, but I'm so worried about the game glitching out because of that last time. I want to make sure I do this right, and I am so excited what happens next. Because this is the part I got to, and I know what happens to that point, but I don't know what happens when we meet Equitia. I know I mispronounced her name, but I don't know what happens after we save that one girl who gets killed by a tower. Because I'm so curious. I wanna know what does. Yeah. I'm so tongue-tied, I'm so excited, and I'm so tongue-tied that I want to see what happens next, but I can't do it. I'm gonna stop it right here, and we'll be back with the next clip.